Oof. What a move. What a move. Crew, welcome back. We are doing Yamato again today. Hope you're going to enjoy these ones. I'm trying to find a couple of matches we haven't found yet with Yamato. If there's anything that you want to see in particular, or you want to see me retake on some of the other leaders that we've taken on in the past, please let me know in the comments. If you do want to jump straight ahead to the videos, we have all of the timestamps in the description below. Please go ahead and do that if you'd like to skip this. We're not going to spend long on this deck anyway, because everything that you need to know is going to be found in the video link just up here. I've covered this deck list in that video. There's no real need to go through it today. Also, I have two guides with Yamato on my channel, one going into the Blue Pepper Luffy. It goes through everything that you need to know about that matchup. So please check that out here if you'd like to see that. And we also have another one into Betty. And so once again, up there, if you want to see that Betty one, go through the deck extensively. No point going through it right now. The matches we have today though, we have a Shanks, we have a Blackbeard, and we also have a Nami. So three very different ways that leaders like to play the game, and this is just showcasing how you can take those matchups with this Yamato build. Now, must warn you, no, they're not long. Need to warn you, I've been playing a lot of Ace, so I guess it's not that my Yamato form is off. It's that my way of playing is slightly different, that Ace is very control, Yamato is very aggro, and going from one between the other does switch your play around. And I do actually recommend that you do this, because what's really cool is if you're an Ace player, for instance, and you then try out this Yamato, you play a bit of Yamato, you go back to Ace, you might start to play the Ace a little bit more aggressively, or see lines of play of aggression that is appropriate at the time, and you can really take command of the situation that you wouldn't have otherwise been able to do. I feel like going between different decks, it really makes you think about your plays more, rather than being complacent with the way that you play and doing the same thing. It really makes you think about what you're doing. So I do recommend that you don't just do the one leader all the time. Yes, if you want to bring that to locals all the time, bring it to tournaments all the time, that's great, but do supplement it with other leaders on the sim, experiment with other play, because it will make your whole game a lot better. Anyway, not going to delay this any longer. Let's jump in to some gameplay. All right, Yamato, Shanks. Shanks, Yamato. Let's go. We want second. They want first. I think we'll go second. Perfect hand. I mean, we don't have our Toniyasu. This is still really good. We've got Yamato, so we've got a turn one play still. KO action happening. Banish action happening. We've got some funky life things that we can do as well. If it was a 4 life leader, I might do this earlier, but not against Shanks. I think going second for Shanks is better, because it means we can play something like this next turn and still use the 1 Don on here to actually attack at leader. Can you imagine, guys? I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with all these new cards coming out for OP13. That Roger looks wild, and I think it could play some of these Shanks pirates really effectively. I know it wants to ramp into its 10 on turn, but I think if it played a slower game and just controlled the board on the way there, it'll be a menace. I mean, it's already a menace. What am I talking about? Toniyasu. We'll grab Toniyasu. We don't have Hody. There's one Hody down. All right. We're just going to take this one. Okay, no trigger. That is good. Glad to see it. Need to do some damage here. I think we just swing 2 and Toniyasu. They use 1 and a 2k. 2k being like the snake, I think it's called. S-snake? No, not S-snake. That's a boa. What is it called? What is that card called? Building snake? Is it building snake? I can't remember. He's got like 2 that, you know. Oh, he took the hit. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. I'm okay with this because now our life is trigger. It's gonna get trigger happy. This is okay. We're gonna counter out of this one. Next turn, actually, instead of Toniyasu, I probably should have put this at the top of my life. Next turn, we face Ben Beckman. And this card is dead. So, we do 2. We then do 3. I'm going to play this first before I KO this because they will kill probably this one. We could play Banish, or we can be hyper aggressive and give them another 2 cards. Yeah, let's do that. All right, and they didn't rest anything, so we just end it there. Interesting play, right? This could backfire on us very quickly. Very, very quickly. We take no trigger. Lot of cards in hand. Lot of cards in hand. We can rush though. And what's this? Original power of 6,000 or less. So this bypasses that. We're on 8, so perfect numbers for Momo. We put 2 on here. We swing. They block KO Yamato. They did the -1 already. That means I can now swing with Yamato to take another 1. Otherwise, if I put it onto Momo, they block. So we get 1 counter extra this way. And yeah, we do it. We do it. We'll do it. We can defend him. And they could KO it, so swing 8. See if they use counter. If they use counter, it means they've got 2-2Ks. If they don't, they might not have 2-2Ks. I think they will. Uta? Atama. Okay. Actually, let me check this Uta. I'm not very familiar with. I know it's come out in that recent structure deck, starter deck. If you have a character with 10,000 power or more, give this card in your hand -4 cost. I do remember this card now. Very strong late game card. Okay. Trying to exhaust our 2Ks here, I see. We take the bait. We lose this one. Because I'll just KO it anyway. 6. We take the bait. I'm not sure what the 4 could be. I don't think they run Kid Killer. They could just put it on here. But we will find out the hard way. They're down to 5 cards now. Okay, second one. Not too bad. Not too bad. Can play this to put this into life. I think we do this to get a healer. I'm going to do 2 on here, like usual. Swing in. They probably KO this. Block and KO. It's okay. We've got 2 left here. We do this thing to get an extra. We're now at 8. I think this is good to actually get through. They're just lucky I didn't have a Hody, actually. Lucky. I am worried about a Shanks dropping though. Actually, I'm not worried about a Shanks dropping. Shanks drops and we're still okay. They should block this. They counter out. They counter out and we will use Hiyori here. Take the top life. That's no good. Replace it with this and let's put this one down again because then we have some defense. So if they do drop Shanks and send it into Momo, we can just block it. So they'll have to play around this now. Good, solid card. We block it. Now the best they can do is 8 into it, which we 9 into it, which is fine. We counter out. Momo survives. They do a 5 at face. We take because this one here is a very good card for us. Now we can swing with Kiku here. Yeah, we swing with Kiku. They will drop us 1. I think this is enough to get through. They'll have to block it. I mean, technically they could have two 2Ks in hand. No. They knew what was coming. They knew they couldn't get around this. This in hand was only a 3K, so hitting that 3 was a perfect number. And even if they KO'd this after, we still have the 2. And, you know, they would have presented. They've got nothing there. I honestly, if they used both cards in hand, I would have dropped this Izzo and turned this into Banish, swung through to get rid of whatever this is, and then we would have had a free swing in with Momo as well. So really easy finish on that one. And they didn't have the Shanks, so unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. Yamato is a god. Let's find another game. Blackbeard. All right. We will go second. And we'll mulligan this one. Okay, we'll take that. Can't use the trigger on this one, so this will be Banish. Might be able to remove something. Okay, that's the 7 cost each. And they're definitely going to lock down this. There's no way they wouldn't lock down this. Can't really do anything here. We're going to have to end our turn. So I think they're going to black hole us pretty much straight away. No reason why they wouldn't. They didn't. But they didn't. Nami, I think, is the strongest play right now. Because we can extract 2 cards either way. Oof. What a move. What a move. Nullify the effects. What a move. I love that. I actually really love this card as a whole. I just haven't found a black deck that I particularly love to play it. Perona is a black deck that I do like, but I haven't been able to piece her together well enough to play her, well enough to enjoy her either. So she's a bit of a mishmash at the moment. Perhaps when that Mihawk in next set comes out, might be a different scenario. They've shut us down, so we're going to drop this card. They're running low here. They're running real low. No defense here. We could... I think we go in for a kill. Hody actually is going to be fun. I take it back. Hody will be fun. I'm going to do 4 at face, drop this, and then turn it into a blocker. So they take 2. Drop this. And that probably was the turn that we just do nothing, but at the same time, I don't think that's a good play. I think we need to take it while we can so we can apply pressure. Pressure is what we go for in this deck. What we need to do. If they black hole me next turn, I'm playing Hody. Just saying, I'm playing Hody if they black hole me. They love this card too by the look of it, because that's the 3rd one we've seen. Really cool. Really cool card. All right. And we will counter out of this one. Don't think we can use this. They haven't black holed yet though. They haven't black holed yet. I'm going to use this because if they don't black hole me, I'm just going to banish anyway. Take this one. Oh, they drop. And they've drawn a card, so they'll black hole for sure. Why wouldn't you? All right. Hody time. 5 at face. 9 at teach. See if they take this. And probably a better way to play it is actually to do the double swing into it. Make sure it goes through. Oof. All right, they are going to kill this thing. That is for sure. No way this is sticking around. They're on 1 card here. If we get even the slightest window where they don't black hole, they've got a teach in hand, which means if they black hole us, oh, they've done a, okay, they're doing another one. What do they get? Full lead. Played that to black hole us. Okay, this is good information. Really good information here. We will counter out of this one. Take this hit. Will they do an 8 at face again? We can trigger this one though. All right. No great defense here. Got to clean up their board. Got to clean up their board here. They've got no counter in hand. This is the teach. They freely lose that. Wow. This one has to be in here. We do eight at this. And this gets blocked out. And they grabbed back something from that teach. Forgot about that effect. Now we put up a blocker and don't give them this because this just turns into something from here. Like a Kuzan, which attacks and then turns into like a Burgess. So let's not give them that. It is a blocker though. It is a blocker. Put the pressure on here. Kuzan is what I'm expecting. The other Kuzan. The other opportunity is if they grab the Burgess because then they've got power to swing in. This is where we drop our blocker. End turn. Now they can teach, shut down this blocker and double swing into us. We can get out of that though. They've gone for this teach. All right, we know their hand again. They've discarded this. Massive move here. Really big move. I've been playing Ace so much that I started this game playing Yamato in control mode. So probably not the ideal way to take on this match, but this is still working out for us. We're still in a very strong position here. They might want to swing into Hody. They don't want to swing into this. They go for face, trying to close the game. We can do 2 here and get out of it. And they need to use this card to black hole us too. We do 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. They can't play anything down, so we do 2-1 like this. And at the very best scenario, they don't black hole us and we banish these 2 cards away. They black hole us. No. Full of lead. Now they black hole us? Yep. Are they swinging? Nine at face, we need to take this one. Sorta hoping that they'd swing at Hody here. Tanayasu isn't going to do it for us. We can take 2. At most they can have right now is if we do a 7k hit, we get rid of these 2. Yeah, we got game anyway. What's Fan Augur? 1k. It's 5 at most. And that's game anyway. Turn 6, so very interesting. Didn't go for the traditional hard-hitting approach into Blackbeard. This approach still worked. They did forfeit their teachers, so I don't know about that. I don't know if they made the right play by bringing this one out, trying to control us at that point, because why would you try and control an aggro deck that, I don't know. I mean, generally controlling an aggro deck works, but not when you got a big body on the board. Doesn't work when that happens. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Did this Blackbeard play this right? Obviously not, because they lost the game, but do you think they would have done better if they played this teach out instead of this one? Let me know. Anyway, let's find one more game that I probably haven't done with Yamato yet. Try and find a different leader here. All right. Don't think we've done this one before. Do not think we've done this one before. Yamato going first. We're going to mulligan this hand. We want Ashura. No Ashura. Nothing we can do to this turn either. Alright, they've got their defense up. They do not want banish happening. I mean, let's just make him discard a card. They've got the Don on here, so why wouldn't they? Any card from their hand right now. Any card. Gone for pudding. Okay. Toniyasu down. We are going to swing hard into their face. Two banish options. I think we'll start with the Nami. Got a gut feeling. Nami is the first one we want to do. I think they're going to block out the first one. No, we'll use this one first. Taking this. Not a trigger. Thank goodness it's not a trigger. They get the draw from that though. Toniyasu back in hand. That is painful. What's the chance then of getting one through? I think we try with one Toniyasu here. I'm going to use this one. We attack 4,000 over, so if they discard one from effect, they still need to discard another 2 cards. This may go through. And if it doesn't, we've gotten rid of half their hand. And next turn we can do the same thing again. Went through. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. This is good. They'll want to play out something first so they can draw if they hit. Okay, they want the Don on. Don't want to give them such an easy time here. I think we will use this. I can rest whatever they play here. Okay, they got a blocker. That little blocker is not going to do enough. We can rest it and go for the exact same play as last time. Getting rid of 3 cards from hand. So I think this is strong. Yeah, nothing else I want to try and do here. We'll do Toniyasu again. Nami this time. Getting rid of 3 cards or the last of their life. Last of their life. And we're going to try and clear this blocker now. All looking really, really good. Could easily trigger something from life here as well. Hody could also do something really nice here. We're on turn 4. They've got nothing. This Nami is dead in the water right now. We don't have a lot of play left, but I mean, if they attack into us, we might get enough. They will get a card from taking one of our life now. But they got to play something, right? I mean, even the threat of our 1k here could be a lot. There'll be a 7k leader on their turn. Definitely have to put a Don on themselves. There'll be a 7k leader. So they can't play Kid this turn. I was actually thinking that they might do that, but they can't do that. We take this because we want to get the triggers. Can't see how they can get out of this now. At face, that's fine. We take this one. No trigger, but Toniyasu is a good finisher. Very, very strong. So they get a 2 in this. Of the rest of their cards, I reckon they've probably got maybe 5k encounter. So a 7. We need a hit over. Okay, bumping that back. Nice solid play. That was a nice solid play there. 2 in hand. If we do 9, sorry, if we hit 15, what do I think they're on? I think they'll go to 7 and then have +5. This looks like, I think we're going to get through. I'm just going to play that way. And they conceded when they saw Toniyasu. What did they actually have here? They had nothing. They had 1k encounter. Yeah, we were getting through. I mean, there's 2 ways that they did this. It was because 1, they thought that they had enough counter to survive and then bait me into it and then attack back and take the game. Or 2, they just had no plays and that was it. And apparently that was it. We took the game quite cleanly turn 5. I mean, not clean because we had to concede, but this was going through. There's no way this wasn't going through. Hope you enjoyed. This is Yamato. A couple of games that we hadn't seen the leaders, the versus, the matchups yet. So glad to show you those. Yamato is still very strong in OP11. Happy to keep playing her. Playing Ace as well. Want to play a few other leaders. I don't want to be just pigeonholed into the one leader. I love a lot of them. I love the kind of interactions that they all can bring to the table. So I will be covering a select few. And Yamato is one. Ace is one. Want to experiment with some other ones as well. And yeah, stay tuned because they will be coming. Until next time though, look after yourselves and look after your decks.